Welcome back to episode 3 of the brand new Bare Knuckle content. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by Mr. Ben Lowe, a fellow Mancunian. How are we doing, mate?
Good, Dan. How are you, mate?
Yeah, very good. Well, I say Mancunian, I'm Salfordian, but tomato, one of them, innit?
You've got your own cathedral, mate. You deserve it.
That's
deserve the title.
So let's start there then. Manchester and your upbringing. Tell us what it was like for you growing up in Denton, Manchester.
Dragged up, innit? You know, it's like in Manchester. Parents split up young age, moved about more times than I can count. It was pretty rough. I was a little mad ass. Moved in with my dad when I was 14. And he just said, "You're a mad ass." So he threw me to a lad called Jeffrey Finlayson and that. He'd actually fought Clinton Woods back in the day. Good fighter. Yeah. But just a tough man. And then I ended up going with my coach, who I'm still with now, Martin Robinson. He'll be in my corner. You'll meet him. Big lad from he's a Wolverhampton. So whatever that is, he's a Wolfie or something like that.
Black country accent.
Yeah, very, 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 very strong.
Very deep, yeah.
My dad gave me 3 months, and I've more than surpassed that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that rolled me into perfectly for my next part, mate. Your combat background. So, do you still remember the day you walked into that gym for the first time? Yeah.
Yeah, I walked in and that, and there was Jeffrey and Barry, JB. There was all these bolts were all from my side, and I walked in. It was like a scene out of Rocky. This little skinny kid walking in like that, and all these big strong men. And I was thinking, what am I doing here? But they all took me in. They toughened me up, especially Jeffrey. We used to spar on Matt's body sparring. I think I did 6 months with him, but yeah, he really did toughen me up. And then I went with Martin, who's still with us today. Martin Robinson, great trainer. He'll be in my corner until I've had my last fight or see how far this goes. But yeah, how many fights did I have with him? I had 28 fights with him. I won 19, lost 9. As the fights got a bit better, the opponents got a lot better, and they started picking me off really than anything.
Yeah, that's just the nature of the beast, I suppose. And so you said you was doing sparring on the mat and stuff like that. So has it always been boxing based, or have you done a little bit of MMA and Muay Thai and stuff as well?
I did a bit in the corner with Lloyd Harrop. I don't know if you ever remember him. He's a good friend. His dad will be at the fight, Nigel. Another good guy. Did a little bit. Where my finger? I always had skinny pigeon legs, hadn't I? So I could never kick or anything like that. I was always good at running, couldn't swim, but just been quite a fit kid. Like me and Lee Cooner, mate, cut from the same cloth, fit and tough.
Yeah, absolutely. So favorite fighters and stuff like that growing up. Did you idolize any fighters, or did you just like have the knack for it and thought, I just want to fight, man. I just love watching it. I just want to fight.
I was a mad ass as a kid. I was mad. I just always got my dad's validation. He'll be watching this now and he'll be like, wasn't like that. I'll be like, yeah, Dad, we both know it was. I just needed your validation and that. It wasn't, no, I'm not going to say it was shit, Dad, but it went great. But he toughened me up. He made me tough. And my dad loved Mike Tyson, so I love Mike Tyson. You'll see it on Saturday night. So obviously he's nice and long, Danny, and that, and might watch his interview and that, but after watching me fights, he knows what I'm going to come out like. It's that peekaboo style, hands over the head, just bob weave. I love that. And I love entertaining. Never really asked about winning or losing that much and that. I needed it. I needed that validation from my dad. I needed that validation from everybody and that. Because I got name called at school and I had a stutter. It's not as bad as it was now. But I can never get my words out fast enough. I remember, banging my first kid, and then I was like, that's easier than having an argument, isn't it? Just knock them
out. Yeah, do you know what? I can certainly relate because I struggle with nerves still sometimes. I trip up over my own words, and I was similar to you. I can really relate with searching for validation from your dad and stuff like that. And I remember having a street fight. And the first person I went to was my dad running. Just said, like, Dad, go on, I've just knocked this kid out. Like, I just wanted my dad's pat on the back, the validation sort of thing, weren't it? Moving a little bit away from that now, your job as a roofer and the day-to-day ins and outs of your life. Talk us through it, man.
Well, I mean, I've done loads of different jobs and that, but I've roofed from a young age because of family business. I used to fix cars with my dad, but don't like the oil. It's just dirty, mate. Ruins your house, ruins everything. You can do pretty much anything, but wake up like like clockwork now. 5 o'clock in the morning. I usually go out for a jog. Walk my dogs. You probably hear them squeaking the toys. Actually, I got 2 Dobermans. Yeah, and we'll walk them. Go for a run. I work with my cousin, just me and him together, and that. And then we get my girlfriend's son. He comes doing a bit of work with us and that. Kian, you'll be watching this. Got to give you a mention now. He's a good boxer and that. Don't know where he's going to be fighting again. Needs to pull his finger out. But work my bollocks off and that, and then go training at night. Usually we leave, me and Lee, just as long as we're training together and that, just keep that energy, don't we? Because I've known Lee since I was a young kid, you know, Mr. Cahoon. Cahoon, sorry. If he hears me say Cahoon, he'll kill me. I say Cahoon on text all the time, and he always ends up. He said, "That's not my name." I'm like, Lee, listen, man, I'm probably dyslexic or something. Like, leave me alone.
Do you think having a physical job, especially being on the roofs, do you think that's helped you with your training, or when it comes to getting in the gym, do you feel a bit withered? Do you feel a bit drained, or are you still up for it when it comes down to training?
I mean, it's a bit of a story. I went to the doctors a few times, and as you can see, I'm a bit bubbly. Like Ian, he calls me a bubbly knobhead. The doctor said, "It must be ADHD, it must be this." And they put you on medication, and you sat there like walking around like a zombie. So I'm always full of energy. I had like 6 hours sleep, and I'm buzzing. You know what I mean? Even today, I've ran just short of 8 miles today, and I feel better. You know what I mean? The more physical stuff you're doing, you feel fine. It does make you stronger. Do you know what I mean? I used to do all sorts of building with my dad and that, and it stands you in good stead. You feel strong. You feel physically strong, but it is hard. I mean, like it's Danny's job. It's Danny Mitchell's job, innit? So I suppose he's got the upper hand there, but I'm a bit younger. And to be honest with you, mate, this game, it don't matter what you do. Muay Thai, amateur boxing, professional boxing, MMA, it's what's in here. And then there, my heart is on fire, man. I need this to keep me away from all the bad stuff, all the drugs, all the fighting, all the violence, all the stuff out there that's gonna ruin mine and my family's life. I need this more than anything. So I'll wake up in the morning, I'll work, I'll run, I'll train. Danny, I'm not even asked, win or lose and that. It ain't gonna be an easy night and that, and I'm gonna come out firing.
Do you know what? I fucking love that attitude. You just give me a little bit of goosebumps there, Ben. It's exciting to see that energy. And just to touch on what you said, it doesn't matter if you've got a solid Muay Thai background, solid amateur boxing background, whatever it may be. When it comes down to bare knuckle and you're in that ring together, it all goes out the window, and it all depends on what you've got in here. And you can't teach heart, can you, Ben?
Nah, can you fuck, man? I got to look at the size of my hands, man. I was born for this. I got hands like
shovel hands.
Shovel hands, man. And I need it. I get excited talking about it and that. I've been talking a lot with Aggie Faulkner, Johnny Graham, John Old Chip Chase, obviously my stable mate Lee Cahoon, Jack Cullen, and Andy Bateman. We've all got that same thing in common. We've just got that fire, man. Do you know what I mean? We all need this. Like John Old Chip Chase spend a lot of time voice noting him and that, and his the way he talks, the way he believes in himself and that. Well, they say you are the average. I've texted Lee today saying the same thing. You're the average of the 5 people closest to you. So make those 5 people fucking great, man. Make them, you know what I mean? You've got to have that fire in the heart. And I've had a bit of a shit. I've had a bit of a shit 10 years, really. Not had many fights and that in the past 10 years. Not really done much and that. Been in a toxic relationship. Wasn't all their fault. I weren't the greatest of guys in the world. You know what I mean? And I've been soul searching recently. And, well, between Andy Batewell and Lee Cahoon getting me this shot and Danny taking a fight and that, I've really found myself in that. And this heart, it's firing again on all cylinders. I'm off the alcohol. I'm not taking drugs or anything like that. I'm in the best place in my life. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy as well. I wake up every morning smiling my little head off, man. My little girl's so happy that I'm like, you know, she can feel it. My 5-year-old, when I have her, she'll be at the weigh-in actually, to be honest with you. I'm going to take that weigh-in with us.
Lovely. What time is the weigh-in on the Friday? I don't think I've seen any information yet. Is it going to be in the morning time, I should imagine, won't it?
I think it's between 12 and 2, what Lee was saying, going off the Newcastle show.
Not bad then for you working around work. I suppose you could just sort it out. You're self-employed anyway, aren't you? So.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a call. I'm gonna have a day off. And my cousin's great. It was Adam Lowe Roofing. If anyone's watching and you need any, yeah, you want any roofing things? We'll be doing it a while. But he's really cool with us. And like I say, it's just me and him working. So we do well enough doing that. But I don't care about money. I've had money. It's bollocks, mate. I want history. I want to make something. I want my kids to be proud of me. I want my kids to be proud of me older than my grandkids.
Absolutely. Money's just, it helps, but it creates a lot of problems, and especially if you've got... Yeah, I've got a little girl, mate, yeah.
Have you got a little girl? That's what I mean, gives you options all for your kids. It's all bollocks, so it's piece of plastic. Everyone, even my dad runs about after money and stuff like that. He's done all right for himself, but loads of people, I've got friends that are multi-millionaires and that, and they just look stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not stressed, man. I couldn't give a fuck how much money I got on that. As long as listen, when I'm in there with Danny and that, I like him as well, so it's even better. We'll have a bit of fun on that, because he's not that pushy animosity type thing. If he catches me a good shot, I can see the smile in it.
Yeah, definitely. It's just good, all this energy that you've got. So let's just talk about the training regime with you and Lee at Team Pain, because I see that you've been putting the work in like a dog over the last few weeks, man.
Yeah, mate, I've been putting some serious work in, and that. It's like, I mean, we're up in the morning, that running. I was running too much, so I was like tiring myself out, and Lee just put the reins on me a bit. I said, "Listen, son, you've been out for." He's like a big brother to me. I've known him since I was 5-year-old, 6-year-old. He used to like sort of babysit. They all used to babysit us, and Lee was always part of that older group. He was looking after me then, and he's still looking after me now. I take a bullet for that, man. But I'm out running, do you know what I mean, in the morning and that, and then obviously we work all day. I'm eating a lot of carbohydrates and that just to fuel my body. I was too muscle bound. I was like 15% muscle, but I was weighing too heavy. I spoke to Danny in that. I was talking with speaks to Danny Mitchell about the weight, and he said, "Oh, I said, "How are you getting on?" And he gritted his teeth. Said, "How are you getting on?" I said, "I'm stuck at 89, Danny. I can't. Where the fuck am I going to get it? Where am I going to take it from?" So I've had to start like metabolize, what's it called? It's basically taking my muscle away from me and that. And then we train with Lee. We train at a hybrid gym. Great for rehabilitation. Great for pads. He was actually the best man. Well, at my wedding a long time ago. Mark Leaf and his son Liam Leaf help us train. Danny Hornsby at KO Promotions. They put a lot of work with us. Andy Jones, Matthew Atten's gym, helping us out with sparring. All of them, honestly. If anyone's in here watching it and you want to go and train at any of those gyms, I'd strongly advise it. They all know what they're talking about. They all put the work in, and all of them, they fit for anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Just touch on, you said, mention Magic Matthew Hatton's gym then, and Andy there. I know Matthew and I know his lads, so I can vouch for that. It's a solid gym, and they don't care, do you know, whatever walks of life that you are, they'll look after you, won't they?
Of course, and another good amateur gym, a very good amateur gym. You've got Delaney's in Ashton. He's just getting his license now. Known Delaney for a long time. He's helped me out quite a bit, especially with sparring. And that man, he's another guy, salt of the earth type of guy, and that. And he's like he was helping. I was sparring the other day. I was sparring a couple of his one lad, Abraham. Do you know off PFL?
Yeah, Abraham Babler. I've interviewed him a few weeks ago. Yeah, he is an animal.
Oh mate, he's a killer. Him.
Do you know what, Ben is one of the fastest heavyweights that I've ever seen, and he could probably make light heavyweight if he really wanted to with his size and stuff. But what's the point? You don't have to do a fucking weight, does it?
Oh, he stood there like that, and his hands, they are lightning, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's why young Cameron, Delaney's nephew. That's why he's a good boxer. Akil, he goes to gym and that. I think he's had 12. He was a good fighter. Another lad, if he's watching this, sorry, I can't remember the name. I've been punching there a lot, but honestly, Delaney's gym again. Anthony Delaney, Tony Delaney helped us out a lot. His lad's a good fighter. He's Delaney actually, and that he's one to watch out for. He's just dropped the weight off and that. He's been away for a little bit, come out, sorted himself out. He's finding his way. He's going to do really well. We've got, mate, the energy that's around us. I can't follow it. And honestly, it saved my life. If watching this, Andy Batewell, Lee Cahoon, I love you both. You've honestly, my little girl, thank you both one day for this, because win or losing that, I'll be coming back out. I'll be doing this and that until my hands give up or my head gives up or whatever my body gives up. I need this sport.
Absolutely. And Ben, the way you're going on, mate, the sport needs you. We need characters, we need energy like this, and especially for BKFC that's now hitting the mainstream. When the conversations first come about, how excited was you about it, and was you really chomping at the bit for this opportunity? Because like you said, it's combat sports has kind of saved you. So this and especially regardless of the name that you're fighting, just the opportunity alone, what was your first reaction to the conversations?
I proper fell into it. I mean, I hadn't trained in years. Like, I've not really done anything. I'm not gonna lie. Like, people are watching this. I've been on a bender for years. I've been a fucking idiot. I was on the track to either getting a life sentence, or probably killing myself indirectly through all that shit. I'm not proud of it. I'm not happy with who I was and that. I'm not happy with the person that I come. But then in November, I went to KO Promotions gym. It's at Phoenix Camp in Denton. Talked to Danny Hornsby. He said, "Do you want to?" I said, "I want to fight again. I need a couple unlicensed because I lost my pro license a while ago because I was silly. Steve Wood signed me, give me a chance. For gutted to let him down, to be honest with you, because he's a lovely man. But obviously, I let him down, messed up, made the wrong decisions. So had years off it, went on a fucking mad one, getting in trouble all the time. I wasn't arrested constantly. I was absolutely cool. And then bumped into Lee again. Obviously, known him from old, hadn't I? And then we bought a ticket for his Newcastle show. Me, my cousin, and the partner's son went there. And he, I used to say, Sandy Batewell's there. Lee had just won, obviously. I've done a bit of pads with Lee as well, and that to also help him get ready and stuff. His brothers are great, Cy and Sean. They've helped mentor us a bit as well. And he said, Sandy Batewell's there, Ben. He was literally had the belt in his hand to give to the cruiserweight. What's his name? Carl Thompson.
Carl Thompson, yeah.
He had it in his hand and he went, "Now or never." And I'm an ass. I like the Jim Carrey yes man. I just say, "Yep, no problem." Went over and I said, I always believe in saying yes to most things, innit? And we went over to him and he said, started talking. He said, Lee bigged me up, proper bigged me up straight away. He knows I can fight, he knows I can box. And Andy went, "I've got a show on the 29th, are you fixed?" I went, "Yep, put me in."
Hey.
When I lose, I'm ass. This fight, I need to see where I'm at. And he texted me about a week later and he said, "Are you up for it then?" I said, "Yeah, of course. I'm training." The second he said the 29th, it was like, sweet, just stopped everything, started eating healthy. And then he said, "Ben, I can't find anybody." Spoke to Lee, said, "How do you think about it with Danny Mitchell? He's not no pudding, do you know what I mean? He's a tough man, isn't he, to be honest with you?" And then
UFC vet, yeah.
I said, "I couldn't really give a fuck. Just put me in. Just stick me in, man. You know what I mean? I need to see where I'm at. I need to see where I'm at in this thing. Do you know what I mean? Danny puts me out in a minute, then I know where I'm at. If I go the distance, if I put him out in 30 seconds, we all know where I'm at. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm jumping in the deep end. Who cares? At the end of the day, but from the second you lot see me walk out from my ring walk alone, you'll be entertained. I'll be entertaining people. You know what I mean? At weekends, I'm a naked butler, stripper.
Yeah, I've seen you. I was gonna ask you about your outside thing, but before we drift off, let's stick to this Saturday. You was on your ring walk, your entertainment and stuff.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll be entertaining you and that. I've heard David Feldman and Conor McGregor are in attendance.
Yeah. I've heard that as well. Yeah.
So, mate, they'll be entertaining them. I will put bums on seats. The person I am, I've changed. I'm a Cinderella story. Do you know what I mean? I fought my absolute nuts off and that to get here. And I want to put my family name on a map. I want to be remembered in that. And we'll walk out on that. And me and Danny, it's so much better that Danny's respectful. Because it's not the fact I'm nervous, but do you know what I mean? As you can tell, I'm a bit fucking giddy. I'm a bit jumpy, aren't I? Do you know what I mean? So it's better for me because that animosity shit, I hate it. Because I just think, I'll do you before I get paid when you start being like that. But Danny's lovely. He's a dead nice guy, so it's nice. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have fun about it.
Absolutely. It's a good measuring stick for you, isn't it, to go off? Especially a UFC vet like Danny Mitchell. It's not just they've got some lad that's just come through the tryouts and it's just like, right, yeah, go on, just go and try and punch it in there, because that's not really a good measuring stick for you, is it? At least you know. But just touching back to with Steve Wood, because I used to work for VIP for a long time. That's how I know Jack. So how was it working under Woody? Because he's a very knowledgeable man, and he's been in the boxing game a long time, and he does look after his fighters.
I didn't get that far. As soon as I got it, I got in trouble, mate. I literally, as soon as I got it, I'd already, to be honest with you, I'd already messed up previously, and then somebody, whether she watched this or not, decided to put me over and bring stuff up what I'd done in the past, what I'd supposed to have been forgiven for, and decided to go to the law with it. But listen, I messed up, regardless of when it was. I deserved my punishment. I took my punishment like a man. Do you know what I mean? Did everything what I needed to do. took his punishment and moved on for it. So I didn't get as long with Steve, but he was incredibly understanding considering how much time he put in. I did apologise to him and that, and if he watches this at any point, I hope, like, you know what I mean, Steve, I am sorry for being an idiot.
No, big respect. And do you know what? It takes a bigger man to sit here, and especially when you, like you said, you've got a bit of a stutter and it's hard to get it out sometimes. And you're sitting here on camera for fuck knows how many people is going to see it, and you're being honest and open about it. And people have got to respect that. And the main thing that I respect is just the fact that you're stepping in with a UFC vet this Saturday. But the card itself, you're one of 3, 4, or 5 ex-pro boxers on the card. It's a filthy card, isn't it, Ben? Stacked.
It starts, and Jack Cullen, that kid,
he can sell bucket loads of tickets in.
Mate, he put my nose on the other side of my face. He daffy ducked me in. We were sparring, and I got honestly, I did a few rounds with him, and I had to get out. My nose on the other side of his face, and I went, "Wow, they weren't joking with the meat cleaver thing, was they?"
No, definitely. Yeah, just to finish it off, it's going mainstream, isn't it? And you're willing to jump in feet first. So do you have any aspirations of what you want to achieve out of it? Or are you just happy to take it fight by fight, nice scrap every time you're out there, put on the show for the fans and entertain?
Just want to make history, mate. You know what I mean? We're starting this off now, aren't we? And that, I just want to sit there and be a part of history and that. And like I said, I make family proud. Winning or losing, you know what I mean? You win, it's good. Honestly, you feel better when you lose sometimes because that winner's high, and then 3 days later, you get that fighter's high, and you think,
yeah.
Stop yourself. Do you know what I mean? You start walking around kicking cans at work. Yeah. But no, I don't know. Like I said, Danny's a measuring stick. But Danny, if you're watching this, I'm not saying you're a little measuring stick either. You're a big fucking measuring stick. Do you know what I mean? Head first jumping in, and I'm hoping not to hit some rocks in the pool, to be honest with you. But either way, listen, we'll have it. It's just the way I am. It's the way I'm built and all that. It's the way I'm built. Let's go like Lee. You know what I mean? Especially being around Lee. He's a tough man, him, you know. Lee's reminding me of what I'm made of and that, and we're both made out of tough fucking shit, man.
I love it, Ben. What weight is it that you're fighting at, you and Danny? This week?
Light heavyweight, 84.
Yeah, because it was just a bit mixed online. But have you seen the arena? Have you been to? Have you seen the Manchester Storm Arena? What you're going to be fighting in?
I watched Damien Chambers, who's one of my close friends, and that. I watched him. He was on a card there a long time ago, so I understand what it looks like. It's going to look very different with our circle in it now, obviously, in the square circle.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's going to be absolutely packed, isn't it?
3,000 people, I'm told.
Yeah, between 2,500 and 3,000. So the noise is just going to be absolutely electric through the roof.
Me and Lee have over 200 people going, I think, between me and Lee.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Jack Cullen sells a bucket load of tickets as well. I know how well he does with tickets. He's crazy.
Everyone loves Jack. Everyone loves Jack. What did he said to something? Voice note the other day. He said he can't read, he can't write, but Jack Cullen, he can fucking fight.
I fucking love that. That's a belter. Oh, that is a belter. Ben, it's been great to get your energy and your thoughts tonight, mate. And if I wasn't excited about Saturday before this chat, then I definitely am now. Bring it on, man. I'm really excited, and more for you as well. I understand that a lot of them have got like a bit of a following and they've had a few fights, but for you, speaking to you and understanding your situation and being relatable and a fellow Manx or Fardian, whatever, then yeah, I'm really rooting for you, man. I am really rooting for you.
Thanks, Dan. Like I said, I'm brand new. I've not been on social media for years because I give me go at a marriage and that. I give me go at a family life and stuff. And you know, my first love is being a pugilist basically, and I can't get away from it. No matter how much life tries dragging me one way. I mean, I was always meant to box. I beat Shakan Pitters in the semi-final at Nationals quite a few years back. Beat Mickey Ellison and stuff and that. I was a good fighter, but there was always something pulling me back. I always had an injury. There was something pulling me away from boxing. And then I fell into this. I honestly feel like the universe has aligned me for this. It's my dad's birthday on the 29th as well next week. So happy birthday, Dad, and that. Obviously, don't get too upset when we start knocking us out of each other. But you know, everything's led me to this. 5 2-minute rounds suits me better. The way it suits me better. Knuckles, like I said, born with shovels. Let's put them to use finally in that instead of putting tiles up and digging holes and shit.
Or stripping.
Or stripping, we can't argue. I mean, we do sort of keep clothes on. It's just it is an apron and that. But like, you know, we're saying that way.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Money talks, man. Money talks.
You know what? Everything I do, I said it in my last interview on the Fuse. Everything it is to my family, and it is that little girl Ava Rose Lowe. She'll be watching a fight here with Uncle Dave, and everything is for her and my nephews Jack and Sam. You know, I love my family. You know, they're everything. They're everything to me. I can't live without them. Everything I do for them. Like I said, I'm not asked that money. I do it and just spend it on all my loved ones. You're the same, Dan, as you said before. That's what we're about, aren't we?
Yeah, 100%, fella. Like I said, money doesn't. It helps, but it's not the most important thing. So whether it's you chasing the bag with your kit off, or you're chasing, like I said, in a circle ring, then it's all love. It's all for the same cause, isn't it, man?
Of course it is, man. It's just listen. There's a friend, Danny, he'll watch this and that. I think he's in his homeland of Cyprus right now. He told me this a long time ago. He said, happiness is a basic human right, which all of us underrate so much in that, because we're all after feels, we're all after nice cars, off this, all that. It all means nothing, man. Honestly, at the moment, I haven't got much money at the moment and all that. Look, I'm trying to get in front of that. I'm just in between a few jobs and that. And I've never been happier. I hate it. It's all bollocks. It just eating healthy, eating clean. I wake up in the morning and, run 8 miles and come back, fresh breath, and then go and load 4 ton of tile on the roof, and then go training at night. That's your health, your wealth.
Absolutely. Ben, great advice. And once again, thank you very much for the energy that you brought to this chat this evening. And I will see you on Saturday.